Well, a little dirty. Whoops. I kinda dropped the oil filter right in the bucket. So the oil is changed, and I am going to fill up antifreeze next, and I gotta bleed the fuel and hopefully try to start it. I don't know if there's anything else. I don't know if I'm gonna run into a problem with that selector switch, because I ain't got the rear tank, so I don't know if it's gonna pull air or what it's gonna do, but I will try to figure that out. Alright, so we got it started. I had to fix these wires over here. We're backwards. I had no power. I had to put those on. But it started right up. I was surprised. I'm very happy it started right up. And it sounds good. The turbo sounds good. It's a whole lot quicker spool up than the 5-inch exhaust. It sounds amazing. Like I said, I still got to finish all that. But I got to put that cab mount on. Right now, I'm going to be putting whole front end back together. Probably just all this, maybe the bumper. I don't think I could get the hood, but we'll see. Well, it is all put back together besides the hood. I just got the hood setting on it because I want to see what it looks like. But I got the headlight housing, headlights, the bumper gap thing, grill, and the bumper on. But it's coming out pretty good so far. And like I said, I got new steering coming because this steering, I don't know if it's gonna work just right. But, and like I said, I still gotta do the brakes. I got a line that goes across the frame, and it comes up to there, and then one more line on the inside. And then I still gotta do all the rear end. Gotta get the vent tube, the brake lines hooked up, the brake line hooked up to there too. There's a vehicle speed sensor that goes there. I think I can use the one for 97. I think these are interchangeable. And then I think I will be ready to put the bed on after that. Then after the bed's on, put the rear bumper on, and I think that'll be it. We will see. So the truck is together. I got the all the brakes hooked up. Now there is this rear caliper is leaking, so I gotta fix that. I just got a vice grip on it, so it's inside of the piston somewhere. So I gotta take that apart. But all the other three, they're working pretty good, and like the bed's on. But we used the crane up there to set the bed on. And there's a little leak on this front axle. I think it's this axle seal right there. I gotta get that fixed. And I don't think there's anything else, no more leaks or anything like that that I'm aware of. But I think that's all I'm gonna be able to do. And I've got steering that should be in Thursday, so tomorrow. And then I've got to finish bolting the bed down. Got to change these rear coilover bolts because they're not quite long enough. And then finish getting all that wiring up. And then torque everything down, and I think it's ready to be complete. Alright, so I was just taking the caliper off, and I popped this piston out, and there's a seal that goes right there. Oop. You can see where it's leaking. That's where it was leaking. So I've got a new one, and then how I got these out was I put a rag here and right there, and then the rubber hose on the air hose. One will pop out, so I had this 2x4 or 2x6 blocking it so I could push this other one out. But I'm gonna put this seal in, and hopefully it doesn't leak no more. So we'll see. So that's got the, I've got the rear brakes done. I just got to bleed them. I think hopefully if it doesn't leak anymore, I think it was just that seal inside the cylinder. Like I said, I still got to bleed them and check that out. But the bed is bolted on. I probably got to get new cab mounts because it's a little unlevel. Bed's bolted on. I'll have my Heim steering tomorrow. So I guess that's probably gonna wrap up this video. And I think the truck's 80-90% done right now. So I'll be having more YouTube videos up. I still gotta replace those chicken lights, and I've got a third brake light from CP. I gotta clear one of those. But other than that, it's just gonna be a little few things here and there. So stay tuned. I'll have a whole lot more videos.